Hey Sagittarius, thanks for hopping into the Ferret Den where we're keeping things warm and we're keeping things cozy. Today we have a reading for you for April 3rd to April 9th. The only thing to be aware of is that we have a full moon in Libra on the 6th. So go ahead and hop on over to your favorite astrologer after this reading so that you can determine how that energy affects you and your sign. If that so calls to you, because y'all know me, I love working with my moon energy. So other than that, I do have a Patreon launching very soon, so go ahead, like, subscribe, and all that jazz. That way you don't miss updates on that, and also future content from me. With that being said, Sagittarius, we are going to hop into it very quickly because messages have been coming through before I even get through my prayer, and I don't want to forget them. So, as always, drop into your heart space. Let the dust spiritually, physically, emotionally settle around and within you so that you can determine which messages are for you and which messages are for others. The intent should not make you feel... The intent is to help, empower, and lift. So if you feel slimy, if you feel icky, if you feel yucky, when you hear a certain message, then the message probably isn't for you because I'm supposed to be telling you things that you already know. So use your discernment with that. Thank you, angels, for connecting me to the energy of Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising. Thank you for helping them see the light, see the truth, straight from love and straight from source, what they need to know for this week. So I'm hearing this weekend. So from whenever you're seeing this, like the next weekend might be... have a situation or something that you're inquiring about. Like this is something that you would already know coming to this reading. So if not, disregard. But it feels like for those of you that are focusing on something this weekend, that could be a confirmation that this is your reading. Specifically a situation that is, or like something that is manifesting in the coming days is what they're telling me. So okay, so your tarot here, let me sit with them for a minute because they are trying to say something and I'm ready to like gear on up and jump right in. So transform. So I'm just seeing a butterfly flying in the light of the sun. So I also heard somebody whisper transform. So this transformation feels like it's over a period of a few days, maybe about like 3 or 4. I don't want to give like strict timing because it's different for everyone, but it feels like perhaps you have recently come out of a transformation and you are ready to, like, I don't know why glow your glitters is coming through. You want to shine your glitters to the world, or you want to glow and, you know, let other people see your shine. Spirit is whispering stuff to you. I hear whisper stuff. They're whispering stuff to you. They could be through actual clairaudience. So like if you're somebody who is connected spiritually in that sense, they could be whispering it to you through your heart space. So in terms of like your inspirations, and when you have your heart set on something, you're going for the gold is what Spirit said. So if you are focused on something, or if you have a dream, it is drawing closer to you at this time because of this transformation. And that's going to show because there's an opportunity coming up. The Ace of Pentacles, this is something that you're curating yourself, I'm hearing. So it's either a manifestation that you are calling into your reality simply by just existing and putting your positive energy out there through undergoing this transformation, Sagittarius. You're being presented with an opportunity. This could be in the form of the physical. This could be you actively going out and looking for an opportunity or seeking something. But something, you are curating something. You are calling in something. So whether it requires some work on your part, I'm not very sure. But it feels like you're already doing it just by pushing out that spiritual energy. Just really just follow your heart. Whatever you're feeling like doing right now, Spirit is whispering to you what to do next through your heart space. So your intentions are important. So if you intend to go out and make somebody's day good today, your heart is set on that and nothing's going to change your mind. I don't know why that specific thing came to mind, but you're like, I'm going to go make somebody have a good day. Obviously you can't like change. It's like a, you can't change somebody else, but it's almost like you are determined, like you're that determined. You're like, I'm going to go out and like, I'm going to help make them smile today. That's just that, it doesn't have to be exactly that. That just feels like what it is that you're doing in some form or fashion. You're going out and you're shining this light and you're really spreading your wings. Seven of Swords here tells me that perhaps something has been taken from you and you're out setting to take it back. Perhaps something has, this could be quite in the metaphorical sense of somebody stealing your happiness. This could have been somebody who was just stealing your mojo. Something happened and that was a no-go for you. And I'm not sure why Spirit is coming through really wanting to heavily rhyme right now. They're talking like, kind of like a, I don't know if they ever did this, but in like the Powerpuff Girls, you know, like Mojo Jojo, like or something like that, like Mojo Jojo, like they're like it should be just Mojo, but they're saying Mojo Jojo. That's very normal, I guess. That's his name, Mojo Jojo. But they're using that. Spirit's kind of using that as a symbol, and they're like giving me different rhyming schemes because it almost feels like you're taking this in a very lighthearted way compared to how you used to. So it feels like whatever shine they stole or whatever it is they stole, you're going out and you're stealing it right back. And it's almost like you're stealing it back in creative ways. So let's say, okay, I'm just going to say like right up front that like, you know, going out and stealing just anything is just wrong. But I'm using an example. Like let's say somebody thefted your radio and it's something that you can never get back because maybe perhaps they sold it somewhere. But you're going out and you're stealing something in return. Not like of theirs, but it's almost like you're stealing their vibes by going out and acting very like, whatever. Perhaps somebody, so I'm getting more of an emotional manifestation of it because I'm using a physical example and Spirit's guiding me to talk about an emotional example. So if somebody was pressuring you to do something you didn't want to do and you went and did it, you felt really awful about it. And then, I don't know, after this transformation, you're coming back and you're like, you know what? I'm going to tell them no. I'm going to give them a taste of their own medicine. Like, it doesn't feel like a vengeful type of thing, but it almost feels like you're empowered. You're stepping into your power and you're like, they ain't touching me anymore. They're not touching me anymore. Okay, go Sagittarius. Look at you roll. You're basically just stealing it back. Like you're stealing back your happiness. You're stealing back what they like, the emotions that they took from you, or like if they made you feel down, you're bringing yourself back up and you're going to make sure they see it. Okay, you're going to make sure that they're watching when you do. Page of Pentacles here, you're really stepping onto like it's like a playing field. Spirit's showing me a playing field. This is a learning environment. For some of you, this can actually be like a school. So like if you're, I don't know, I mean, I'm not marketing these videos towards anybody under 18, but I'm speaking very broadly when I say school. This could be like if you are in college or, you know, whatever too. I mean, I guess if you are in school somewhere, whatever, this video is not for you, but it's not geared towards kids. But this feels like, you know, this really feels like you're learning something by putting yourself out here, by really stepping out and like you're almost watching your step, like you're cautious because you know that it's unfamiliar land. So whatever this situation, whatever this environment is, it's new for you and you are learning it, but you are expanding your knowledge as you're stepping through. And for some of you, this could be land that you're experienced with, but you're pursuing it in a different way, which is causing you to see it in a different light. So it's almost like you are exploring new land because you are seeing things with more bright, more vivid eyes for some of you. For some of you, this is a completely whole new landscape. I feel like for some of you, though, this is a landscape that you're familiar with, but not with these set of eyes. Baby, this is a whole new set of eyes. You got different shades on now, and you're looking fly as hell. So, okay, Sagittarius, you roll. And you're expanding just by looking at it, looking at things through this lens, too. Knight of Wands, you're really pushing forward with whatever it is that you want. Wow, this is really positive, Sagittarius. Go you. The Knight of Wands here is really pushing towards, like, okay, so what does that mean? So, okay, this is going to sound real nerdy, but like they're giving me a Skyrim example. So if you ever played the game Skyrim, they just told me this is Imperial Madness. And there are two sides in like the game. It's like an RPG game, video game. And there are two sides to the war. There's the Imperials and there's the Stormcloaks. The Stormcloaks are the rebels. They're going against the crown. The Imperials work for the crown. And it's a very rigid society. It's very structured. There's a lot of reasons why people choose the Imperial side and why players choose the Stormcloak side. There's a lot of reasons why I guess you have the freedom to choose which side you're on. And it's almost like, for me, that's kind of like a really funny way of, funny example of perhaps you are kind of breaking barriers here. You are not really playing by somebody else's rules anymore, and you're going rogue. And you are passionately moving forward and confidently going rogue with the Knight of Wands. It feels like you are going rogue. You are living it. You're living it up. Maybe not so much in a material sense, but you just have this confidence. You're just shining bright in a way that you've never shown before. So, you will be engaging with others with this new attitude, and Spirit's giving you like a big thumbs up here. They're like, go for it. Like, this is going to help broaden your path, and it's almost like I see the sun rising over the horizon, and it feels like it's lighting up the way for new paths ahead to explore. Like, because you're seeing things through a different lens, new paths are opening up. New ways of seeing things are coming to fruition, and it's almost like you get to play in more stuff that you haven't experienced before. So that seems like a lot of fun. Page of Swords, it's like the birth of new ideas. This is starting a trajectory that will last a lifetime, is exactly the words that Spirit are using. They're saying that while moving forward with this new perspective, you are laying the land. I mean, the fact that you have this new start or this new opportunity that you're manifesting with the Ace of Pentacles, you have 2 pages. That is quite literally just like a newbie, and you're strong. You're strong. Spirit is saying that you're actually pretty experienced in life. So you're strong, and you made headway in whatever it is that you do, or you've come so far and you were accomplished in something, or you feel like you've come a very long way in your own growth and development. And it's like you are ready to use those tools that you've learned in your tool belt, and you're acclimating to new environments, and you're learning to acclimate and shift and change and bend with the wind. And you are putting together your puzzle, and it's almost like all the pieces are falling into place. It really does feel like you are, I wouldn't say like, because I just told the last group, I said that like you have to like accept the flow for where it's going. I feel like you're directing this flow with your manifestation. Obviously the flow has its own path, and it's going to go wherever it takes you. But I feel like for this, you are very much you are in that, wherever that flow is going, you're on like your paddle boat and your oar, and you're just like, even though it's pushing you already downstream, you still got your oar, and you're moving a little bit faster with it. And you're seeing new sights. You have your sights set on new things. You are learning. You are learning how to navigate certain things with the Page of Swords, but it's the birth of new thoughts, new ideas, and new structures, new ways of thinking. So I like that. You also have, with this, you are engaging in a new sense of freedom. So things to focus on this week are your freedom. I no longer want this fiery ring of resentment to block the good. Release me from its bonds. So you're experiencing freedom this week. This is a focus for you this week. So something to contemplate. It's almost like I hear that there's a warning here of being too reckless with your freedom. So expressing humility is important. A focus to keep this freedom into balance now that you are experiencing all this freedom, and you have this new view, or this new kind of giving me Hanged Man vibes of looking at things from a new perspective. Now that you're doing that, and now you're engaging in that, and you have the freedom to do so, or you're recognizing how much freedom you have, you need to express humility for what you have too, and the humility for this new gift or these new bonds that you're making. I'm hearing, allow me, divine, to always accept the right assistance. I welcome your help in every way and delight in receiving it. So knowing when to take stock, to stop and to take stock, is going to really help you on your journey ahead. So again, the big focus this week is engaging with your newfound freedom, but balancing that freedom to make sure that you're not being as reckless, that you're not being reckless with that freedom, and try not to let it get to your head. Know when to stop, take stock, and ask for the right assistance if you need it. Let's see from Angel Prayers what we have for our Sagittarius collective. Ooh, that one just flipped right over and tried to slip back into the deck. Healthy choices. This could actually be something, that could be brought to your attention, but something that you can also slide under the rug. But I feel like some of you, Spirit is actually kind of, this feels like another, we're adding you again, another one of those messages where it's like, we're calling you out. Thank you, angels, for guiding me to make healthy decisions. If you're feeling powerful right now, that's good. That's great. But if you want to feel even more powerful, you're going to be making healthy choices. If you want to actually feel grounded in your body at this time, grounding is necessary here, especially when you're kind of all over the place with this freedom. And you can drive yourself forward pretty well, but it's just a matter of making sure that if you feel a desire to exercise a few days a week and you're not doing that and you're feeling kind of a little bit sloppy or icky because you're not, taking the time to actually, at least even if it's for 10 minutes, going out for a power walk or doing something with your body and releasing some of that stagnating energy could really help clear your mind and keep yourself fresh so that you are able to call in more of that sunshine, more of that abundance, so that you're able to, it's almost like a manifesting cycle I'm seeing. So make sure that you are moving your body. You are giving the gift of your ears to people. So perhaps that's so interesting. Last message got something similar here. So make sure that you are, I'm hearing that make sure that you, like, what's healthy for you is like social interaction is healthy. So if you're somebody who's actually been putting off your friend circles for a while and not engaging with them, lending your ear and offering your company is something that is healthy. So keeping yourself like sane from that, like keeping yourself sane from like your everyday undertakings, inviting your friends in, inviting your loved ones in, really keeping those connections alive, those forms and connections. I mean, I say that, they're the only things that we keep when we die is we keep those connections with the people that we've talked to. We can't take our wealth. We can't take any of our possessions or the things that we've created, but love bonds always stay. They will continue on in the afterlife, and they do for many lives to come. So a big focus for you for the moon, something that I feel like this is kind of encapsulating the whole cycle, but with the intent of pulling from this Moonology deck, I really am trying to target like the full moon section, but we'll see. Well, the full moon in terms of like the 6th, that's when the full moon is. So the full moon in Libra on the 6th is when I'm pulling this card for, or like the 3-day time window around it. But this can talk about the whole cycle. We'll see. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. So this is just indicating it's like the mark of a new beginning. I feel like you're coming out of this tough cycle, and again, you've transformed. You did the work, Sagittarius, and you're coming through out on the other side, ready to make banging choices. Like you're ready to like let loose and like let your new self kind of fly through here. The energy is gaining momentum. Waxing moon. This is you. This is perfect because you have the Knight of Wands. Like you are gaining momentum. Cherish what you have now is what I'm hearing for you, Sagittarius. Cherish the now. So don't be moving too much towards the future. Really embrace the present so that you are recognizing the gifts that your guides are already giving you, that the universe is already feeding to you, so that way you can generate more abundance. It really allows you to step into that space of divine love. It allows you to step into that space of truly, if you want to experience the full feeling of your freedom, stepping into the present moment and sitting with it, I feel like is the most freeing thing of them all. Like of all of the things, stepping into the present moment, like when you are completely present and you're not thinking about the past, you're not thinking about the future, is amazing. 1919 on my clock right now. So really feeling like the present, I'm hearing that you're guarded with your time, actually. So sorry if like that was a little triggering, but it feels like maybe time is an issue with you. Like you might want to get a lot of stuff done in a day, or you might feel like the need to be productive or keep kind of, I'm being shown a hamster wheel, keep working on the hamster wheel. But Spirit is saying, again, relaxing in the present moment. This isn't just kind of stopping and, I almost said like this isn't about stopping completely, but Spirit saying no, stop and check your surroundings, stop and look at your surroundings and really embrace the beauty of it. So if like, for example, I like to use this example. So like when I go to work in the morning, I have to walk through my neighborhood and I see, birds. And sometimes when I'm rushing out the door, I'm not allowing enough time to stop and take a leisurely walk. to where I need to go. So I made it a point this morning. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna walk past all these houses, and all these birds come out when I walk in the morning, and I'm just, really taking the time for that walk and being completely present. Like, my feet know where to go. I have muscle memory at this point. I'm not worried about, I'm allotting enough time for this. Just relax and enjoy the walk. And I was completely present, and it set the tone for my whole day. I felt so much joy. I actually felt more energy, and I'm pretty sure it boiled down to that one moment where I did not rush to where I needed to be. And I simply just allowed, and I focused on the things around me, which is very nice. So, with the angel dice for you, Sagittarius, we have 7, 6, 1, and I'll pull from Angel Numbers by Kyle Gray. 7, 6, 1. Your angels are encouraging you to turn your attention to yourself before taking the next step. They will be happy to light up the road ahead, but first you must be honest with yourself. One more time. Your angels are encouraging you to turn your attention to yourself before taking the next step. They will be happy to light the road up ahead, but first you must be honest with yourself. So really connecting to your intentions, connecting to your purpose and your why, and really, again, stepping into that present state so that you can acknowledge your feelings. And I'm hearing some of you have a weight that you carry, so really acknowledging that, taking a hold of that, accepting it, loving it, embracing it, is going to be the key to helping you enjoy your moment, actually, because maybe some of you are carrying a weight around all day, and it's going to feel lighter when you acknowledge it and accept it for face value. So not giving it attention, not feeding it, mind you, if it's a weight that can be fed with constant worrying and thoughts. But just acknowledging that it's there and just allowing it to just be, and allowing everything else around you to just be as well. It's putting your awareness on that and putting your awareness on everything else in the present moment so that you can stay grounded. And then once you're honest with yourself and really connect to your intentions, that helps with manifestation. It's like great breathing. I heard great breathing. So taking yourself through breathing exercises is going to help connect with yourself as well. So that being said, hang on a second. That is your reading, Sagittarius. Thank you for allowing me to channel for you. Thank you to your angels and guides for helping channel. And again, I can't remember. I keep forgetting to say this in all the videos, but thank you so much to everyone who's leaving comments. They mean the world to me. I read every single one. I don't really respond to every single one because there's like a lot of them sometimes. But, I really do try, and I love you, and thank you so much for your support. I hope you have the best week, Sagittarius, and I'll see you next time.